Hey, it's Jaime with Echo Real Estate Advisors. Today's video, we're going to cover a bit more about automation. So if you've been following this channel for an extended period of time or several videos in, you know that I continue to preach about processes. I continue to talk about automation and really making things as easy as possible for us as possible. So any strategy, any tool, anything that we can infuse in our process to make it a little bit better and it won't require too much of our time, I'm all about. So in other videos, I commonly refer to Calendly, which is a scheduling software. It's an appointment setter that I grab this link and I embed it in my ads, I embed it in my landing pages, I embed it in in emails and posts. So you'll see me do that quite frequently. And the reason for that is I want people to set up an event or set up a appointment with me on their time / mine time. So I wanted to run down how Calendly works. It's a free software unless you go down the pro plan, which we'll click on pricing just for the sake of it, but know that this basic subscription takes you a long way. I haven't gone to premium and I certainly haven't gone to pro. All these software costs, although it's $8, it adds up when you're talking about landing page softwares, when you're talking about Zapier, for example, which is a integration between integrates different softwares together, talking about running ads, when you're talking about fees. So it all adds up. And so anyway, Calendly is a free software. It's a free appointment setter that you see the functionalities. I won't get too much into this part of it. I just wanted you to see the prices. Again, the basic is all you need. It'll take you a long way. In reality, the biggest drawback that you're going to see from a basic to premium and pro is the amount of events that you can create. So let's go to my personal one, which you'll see my link up here, calendly.com/echo real estate /APPT if I'm not mistaken. So let's copy the URL just so you see it. So this is my calendar, and I pay nothing for it. You see here, if you wanted to schedule a call with me, these are your options. And then when you click into each one of them, you'll have a different, certain time slots are already taken. Some of the days may not be available. So it's something that you customize, and I'll show you how to do that on the back end right now. So back to the event types. You see here the event types are, you can set up, if you're doing consulting, if you're doing buying appointments and you want to differentiate them from sellers appointments, or if you want to have different types of appointments with different time links, you can certainly do that. It's very beneficial to have different event types, but it's absolutely not necessary, especially if you're doing the same type of appointment. So for me, I do consulting and I still help buyers and sellers. So I have different accounts to bypass the whole having to pay for it. So this one is, let's see, I think this one is my buyer and seller one. I have another free account through Calendly for my consulting side. So let's see if that's right. Let's go to edit. Appointment request. It looks like that this may be my buyer and seller one. I'll know by the questions that I ask. Are you a buyer or seller? Best number to reach you. Yep, it's for buyers and sellers. Well, anyway, this is when you create your account, you're going to be asked to confirm your email and all that fun stuff, just like any other website out there. What you're going to do at that point is you're going to create an event. when Calendly gives you the trial period, use as many features as possible, but know that they're going to go away. I don't know what their trial period is right now. I think it's a 30-day trial, if I'm not mistaken, or at least when I signed up for my accounts. But try as many features as possible. Go and see what the differences are and see what's going to work for you or not. But again, the free version is all you need. All right, so let's just edit to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. What event is this? You give the event a name, so appointment request. If you're setting physical location appointments, so if you want people, the buyers, home buyers or home sellers to meet you at your location, then you put your address right there. The people will be able to see it. Then you set the URL that you want. So again, what I do is I just shorten it as quickly as possible, or as little as short as possible. We see calendly.com echo real estate /APPT, so appointment. And then you set the event color. I'm just going to cancel. I'm not going to change anything. You get to set the duration. So if you want a appointment to be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, or your own customized, depending on, again, this is where it makes sense. If you're doing a buyer consultation, then it would make sense for you to have your address or your office address there. If you're doing a seller appointment, then chances are you're actually going to the home and doing the listing presentation. So the time is different. Your buyers take a different amount of time as your sellers, so you can adjust it there. And you can select how far out people can schedule with you. Of course, the event time zone, availability. This is really the most important part for me. I get to dictate when I want to work. Notice that on Sundays, I give a little bit of time if there's something that is pressing, or if there's an appointment to be had. I'll make Sundays available. But Mondays, I'm available 6 to 8, 6 to 8, 6 to 8, 6 to 8, so all the rest of the days. And you can time block as you would like. Again, this is the most powerful thing for me, because yes, while at the same time I am giving you the opportunity, or I am giving home buyers and home sellers the opportunity to select what's most what's most convenient for them. At the same time, I've already pre-programmed on the back end on when do I want to work. And most of the time, very rarely will I get requests of, hey, can I do a different time slot? Because as you can see, I'm available pretty much the entire day, with the exception on Sunday. But very rarely will I get an exception, like, hey, I just can't get off of work until 8:30, can we make it then, or something like that. But it's very rare that happens. And at the end of the day, if there's a certain day, or when I'm going on vacation, then I block that out, and it's not going to be a rolling time block or time availability. People won't have that option to select it. So it's very, very convenient. Invitee questions. You can pre-qualify people if people have already signed up for an appointment with you, and you want to ensure that they're giving you the right number. You're asking flat out, what's the best number to reach you? And you can customize the questions by adding a new question. You can select if you wanted for somebody to type it in, if you want multiple lines, radio buttons, which since it's those little circles, check boxes, phone number. Very, very customizable. Notifications for cancellation. This is where you're going to see a big, this is where you're going to see a difference between your free and your paid. Text reminders, you don't get them on a free version. So you won't, if you click that on, you're being asked to upgrade. I don't send text reminders from an automated standpoint. I send those out either the night prior to an event or my appointments, or the morning of my appointments, just to make sure that my day isn't going to be interrupted in a significant way. There are cancellations, but at times, but usually it's maybe one appointment, possibly two. Only one day I can remember there actually being two cancellations, but it all depends on what you're using this calendar for. And email reminders, those are beneficial, but again, the texting is really more my thing, and I do that on my own phone versus the automated way. But if you wanted to flip that switch on, then you would be asked to upgrade. And there's that confirmation page. You can display a custom link. Again, this is something that you would need to upgrade. And then collect payments. That would be a pro feature if you wanted to collect payments before anything is scheduled or after things are scheduled. This is where you would do it. So again, I wanted to just do a very brief video on Calendly. I often reference it in other videos, but this is essentially what it is. What's important is setting up your schedule of what you want it to be, and then providing this link. Very simple. You just copy the link, and people have access to your calendar. So that's how you use Calendly. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Outside of that, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with any real estate agent that you may think may benefit from this video. Thanks.